What's up, everybody? So, some days you wake up and you're like, I want cereal for breakfast. Some days you're like, I want a biscuit. Some days I wake up and I'm like, I'm going to the Tennessee River where I go fishing all the time. Some days I just go get in the truck and I just start driving. I just start driving and go somewhere different because I get bored. So today, got in the truck, drove a couple hours from the house, just getting down here to the boat ramp at one of my favorite spotted bass fisheries on planet Earth, a little Smith Lake action this morning. And it's August, it's really hot. I haven't been down here all year. Actually haven't fished this place since last April on the FLW tour. It's one of my favorite lakes and I'm gonna go see what happens. It's totally by the seat of my pants. Normally I've got a plan for a video. Hey, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Today, I'm gonna go right around, look on the Garmins for some brush piles. We may do some drop shotting, may see if we can find some schooling fish. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. All I know is it's gonna be hot, and when we catch one, it's gonna be a spotted bass. So let's go see if we can figure something out on a deep, clear water spotted bass fishery in August. Not exactly ideal, but I'm up for the challenge. Let's go. Got the boat in the water, ran into an old buddy of mine at the boat ramp, and he's a really good Smith Lake fisherman. And the first words out of his mouth are, "Why are you here? The fishing's terrible." He's caught more here than I'll ever catch if I fish every day for the rest of my life. So we're gonna try it up in the back of a creek, and it looks kind of stagnant, doesn't look good. So I'm gonna run out towards the lake, start graphing some deep stuff. He kind of gave me a little heads up that fish are pretty deep right now, and you know, that's to be expected, but I'm figuring there's going to be a lot of suspended fish, a lot of deep fish. So here we go, fixing to put the old life jacket on and hammer down, go see what we can find on these Garmins. All right, so I stopped here on a place. It's just a point, a long point coming out of a main river pocket here, and what I'm doing is I'm looking at my mapping right here, and this is called relief shading. It's almost like you drain the lake, and it shows where the creek channels are, where the drop-offs are. There's several little ditches and fingers that run in here, and those are great places. And what I'm looking for is brush piles that people have sunk on their own. It's a big deal down here, and those fish will really get in them. Matter of fact, my buddy I saw at the boat ramp, since he'd been here since 4 o'clock this morning sinking brush. So I'll look at this map for likely looking places, right? And then I go to my 2D, keep that split screen, and then I've got my side view and down view right here. So I'm looking out to the side of the boat 60 feet. I'm looking straight down. So you hope that fish and brush and bait fish don't get away from you. So that's the deal. And you just aisle around. I'll do a zigzag pattern a lot of times just to find some juicy stuff. So it's 18 feet of water. Right out here is like 100. So this is a great place. Water temperature is 82 degrees. So these fish are gonna be, like, there's a little brush pile right there. Got some brush right there, maybe a few fishies on it. Couple fish there, right on that break, So it's the kind of stuff we're looking for. We're gonna fish some stuff like that, drag around a little bit, see what we can come up with. Take another pass on this and see what we can find, but that's what I'm gonna be doing. And then it's kind of slick calm today, so I'm gonna throw a topwater around a little bit. So these are standing trees out here. This lake, when it was flooded, when they first built this lake, there's a lot of standing trees. Those fish will suspend. There's some bait fish actually above that tree right there. This is what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna look around, see if we can find some deep fish, see if we can find some schooling fish. Hopefully the Garmins will show us where they're hiding. So one of the absolute first things I gotta do, this water's really clear on this lake. I've got to get some spinning rods out, and I got to rig some stuff up because this is not what I was planning on doing today. at all. So I'm gonna rig some stuff up, rig up some top waters, rig up a drop shot, a shaky head, probably a Ned rig. Just rig a few things up for fishing brush piles, fishing this deeper stuff. But the spinner poles are gonna get a workout, that's for sure. Something else I'm gonna tie on, get out one of my little 6 cents dogmas right there. I'm gonna tie that on. Little walking bait. You always have one of these ready on a lake with spotted bass and blueback herring. Always, 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 always. So we're gonna tie this on and get ready for some topwater action just in case they come up. All right, so now I'm out here, rigged up. Got me a little 1/4 ounce shaky head. Put me on a drop shot. So now that I found this brush pile, found it back at the back, okay? See, point coming out off the bank, brush pile really on the tip of the break. So what I'll do is I'm gonna get right on my waypoint, but I'm gonna use that Garmin live scope, and I'm just kind of fan casting the point right now. But I'm gonna use live scope. There's some fish right there. That's where I saw them. But I'm gonna use live scope to locate them. No guessing games. There's no getting right on top of them. Always check your drag on your spinning reel. So there's 3 or 4 of them right there on live scope. There. Some under me right there, too. My drop shot. Oh, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Got that hydro wave on, and they just came up. Drop on them. See if we can drop right on them. I dropped right to that one. Let's see. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Dadgummit. Look like bass too. Right down in your face. Right there, drop shot just went right to him. Drop shot's right on the bottom, you can see it. I don't know if you can see it. I'm just right in his face right there. Right under him. Dang it. It's a good one too, looks like. Look right there. God almighty. We are 0 for 2 on brush piles and deep points. We're gonna check out another one. They just don't seem like they want to bite, man. Let's go. So I just pulled up at a bridge, and I love fishing bridges in the summer, especially with Panoptics, but fish will school up around them a lot of times this time of year, you know, and they'll school up on bait, they sit in the shade. But I'm gonna pull up here and throw a little swim bait out, see what happens, throw a top water. See if we can catch us a few. Biggest thing about a bridge is hitting all the right places, hitting the corners, hitting the shade. They suspend around them so much. But you can call these fish up. A lot of times with a swim bait or a top water, this little swim bait. A bunch of them right here. Got him right there. On the dogma, little spot. Oh, he jumped off. Right back in there. Get off of him a little bit. Ow. Dang it. Ow. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here, little buddy. Jeez. Come here, little guy. Look at this. The little bitty boy right there now. Spotted bass are beautiful. Don't care what size they are, they're fun. Little guy. Put that thing around. How pretty. Humpback, humpback. Dude, they're spitting up so many little minnows. Get all the minnows they're spitting up in the water. Little bitties. Little bitties. I like to call them 4-pounders in training. So mean, man. This is really light braid. Ultra light fishing. Golly, he came off. Hey, buddy. Oh, buddy. Buddy. Let's talk about it. Buddy. Hey. Let's talk about it. You're pretty. You're skinny. Beautiful. Spotted bass. How you doing? Doing pretty good. No, a sunburn.
Yeah, I hear that. You got a little bit of a shady spot there.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
I was state game warden. I'm gonna check your fishing license.
Yes, sir. I'll have to find it on my stinking phone.
Okay, that's fine.
They don't expire to what, August 31st? Well, then I should be good. That's what I thought.
I'm gonna pull up next to you. I don't see it, so I'm gonna have you find it on your phone.
Well, I found one right here with a license number. Let me pull this in. I found one, but I don't know if it's the right one.
You'll just hold still. I'll go beside you.
Okay. That ain't it either. Dadgummit.
Fish out the Gulfberry Nut.
I do. Yeah, and I know I've had a saltwater one in the last little bit because I bought one.
Right. Yep, I've got a saltwater.
You see that one, but you don't see a freshwater.
Watch that rod.
Oh, you're fine. For the life of me, I cannot find it. And I'm one of them that's always got them, I promise you. Just because tournaments, we got to have them. For sure. Well,
When's the last time you think you bought one?
It would have been last fall. It would have been right when it expired. I always try to get them right around that early September, but that's what I'm trying to find.
There's that saltwater trip. I'll tell you what.
Goodness.
You have a good day. I'll be back.
Thank you, sir.
I'll tell you if you got it. If you don't, make sure you get it.
All right, thank you, sir. Well, about to get pulled over for a fishing license, and my man came running through the no wake zone, and I can't find my fishing license on my phone, so I was fixing to get a ticket. But thanks to this guy right here, yeah, not getting one because he ran a no wake zone. Thank you, sir. What a deal. Well, I've had all I can stand. I'm rolling back to Tennessee. It's 96 degrees, no wind, miserable 88-degree water temperature. I just ain't doing it anymore. It's one of those days where you gotta give up, as Darian, his fishing, would say. We're giving it up, heading up I-65 to Tennessee. See you, Smith Lake. Big shout out to the wakeboard boat that came by at Mach speed, right by the game warden that was fixing to write me a ticket because I couldn't find my fishing license. Shout out to that guy. Comment below if somebody doing something stupid ever got you out of a ticket, because that's never happened to me before. Really appreciate everybody watching this insanity. I appreciate you subscribing. Tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your neighbors. Luke Duncan's Traveling Circus. Always more to come. Thank y'all.